everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Cardi B got into it with Nicki Minaj fans yet again, and this is nothing new. It seems like Cardi is always going back and forth with the barbs on Twitter, and she goes on these rants and later on deletes her tweets. This happens pretty much every week, but I did find it very interesting when one barb took a screen recording of Cardi following Nicki Minaj topics on Twitter. And this is what I wanted to talk about. But before I do, I want to briefly talk about Cardi B's XXL magazine interview because she made a few comments that triggered some responses on social media. Now, she was asked whether or not she feels obligated to support upcoming female rappers in the industry, and she said, "No, I don't. If I like you, I'm going to endorse you. If I like your music, I'm going to tell you that I like your music. I'm not in no catty stuff." But it's like at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, this can get a little bit catty. So it's like, I don't want to feel like I have a responsibility to look out for the girls and cuddle or coddle the girls and this and that. I feel like nobody did it for me. So it's like, I don't have to do it for you. Now, I find it very interesting that Cardi felt like nobody coddled her or co-signed her. She might have felt that way, but that certainly wasn't the case. I mean, Cardi B has gotten a lot of support from different female rappers. A lot of female rappers like Trina, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, and Lil' Kim congratulated her when she got her first #1 record. Remy Ma even brought her out on stage during Summer Jam, and this was before Cardi B blew up with her hit song Bodak Yellow. So she has been embraced by a lot of female rappers in the game, and also she has been supported by radio stations, she has been supported by the media, and she has been heavily supported and promoted by her label. So for her to act like she wasn't supported doesn't make sense to me. I understand that she had to put in work to get to where she is, but she definitely got a lot of support. She also went on to say that if somebody shows her love, she will show them love. She says she has no problem showing love to somebody's projects if she truly respects them, but she's not going to go out of her way to embrace somebody. She said, "I don't feel like I gotta embrace everybody because you might embrace a bee and then next thing you know, you find out the bee don't even like you." Now, this is a fair statement. A lot of people in the industry are two-faced, so I could understand why she would feel hesitant to work with other female rappers. I mean, I remember the whole fiasco she had with Cuban Doll. Cardi invited Cuban Doll to perform at her Fashion Nova party, but the crazy thing is Cuban Doll was trying to link up with her man behind her back. So I totally understand why Cardi is hesitant to work with other female rappers, and this is the same thing that Nicki Minaj had to go through as well. Unfortunately for Nicki Minaj, there was a narrative created that she didn't like or support other female rappers. And this narrative was really put out there by the media, especially the gatekeepers in the music industry. And unfortunately, a lot of us believed it. To this day, I regret a lot of my stances on Nicki Minaj in the past because I realized that her not working with other female rappers was not about her being selfish with her platform, but it was more so about her not trusting people and their motives. Everybody is looking for a come up, but the same people that will reach out to you to do a song with you would be the same ones talking about you behind your back. So it's a very shady game. And I do think that Nicki tried to work with other female rappers, but every time she worked with them, things went wrong. When she worked with Lil' Kim, things went wrong. When she worked with Cardi B on Motorsport, things went horribly wrong, to the point that Cardi attempted to attack her at New York Fashion Week. When Nicki worked with Trina on her song Baps, things also went wrong due to miscommunication. And even though Nicki had a good experience with Megan while working on her song Hot Girl Summer, she began to notice that Megan slowly stopped acknowledging her. Nicki gave Megan a huge cosign at the beginning of her career, and she opened up the door for Megan to collaborate with people like Beyonce and Cardi B. But after Megan collaborated with Nicki, she gradually stopped mentioning her. And I think Nicki noticed this, and she probably felt used, which is why she quietly unfollowed Megan. I think Nicki's most positive experiences was when she collaborated with Doja Cat and Foxy Brown. But other than that, she didn't really have much positive experiences. So looking back on all of this now, I could understand why she didn't work with a lot of female rappers, but she did big some of the newer ones up. She bigged up Cash Doll, Asian Doll, Cuban Doll, Saweetie, Megan Thee Stallion, Malibu Mitch, Young M.A., Miss Banks, Lady LaSure. She also bigged up Mulatto and Erica Banks. So she's definitely used her platform to shout out other female rappers. But as far as working with them, she has been a little bit more selective. And I can't really blame her, especially after that whole situation with Cardi B and how that affected Nicki's career. Looking back on it now, there were definitely some people in high positions in the industry who were trying to hinder Nicki and blackball her. And they used Cardi B as a pawn to do it, which is why the whole collaboration that Nicki did with Cardi will always leave a bad taste in her mouth, because there were some real forces trying to knock her off her pedestal.
Those people came together to try to end me. And sweetheart, before I get off this Insta, let me say this. It'll never fucking happen. You can go all of there, everything y'all want to, every witch doctor in the motherfucking world. It'll never fucking happen. Praise be to God. I am who I am because I am who I am. You see, I don't have to go in a room with a bunch of men to create my sound, my image, my anything. I am who I am. Take it or fucking leave it. But I put in the motherfucking work. I put in the work.
Like Nicki said, she is who she is. She's a legend. She's an icon in the game. And the fact that people still bring her name up even after she's been on hiatus for months says a lot. She is not going anywhere. No matter how many label executives try to blackball her or stop her or use other artists to come against her, she's not going anywhere. Nicki will always be in the conversation, and I think Cardi is very aware of this. She puts on this front like she doesn't care, but she's paying attention to Nicki, and she's paying attention to what Nicki's fans are saying as well. Now, Cardi has been caught lurking on Nicki's page before, but there have been some more recent instances that made me believe that Cardi is low-key stalking Nicki Minaj. Now, last year in November, Nicki announced that she was doing a docuseries for HBO Max. A lot of her fans were excited and they made posts about it. And some of the barbs noticed that Cardi saved this post on her phone. Cardi actually exposed this herself when she uploaded a video she took from her phone. And in the beginning of the clip, some of the barbs noticed that Cardi had a picture of a tweet about Nicki Minaj's upcoming documentary. And I don't know how the barbs were able to spot this. Their investigation skills are high level. But they called Cardi out, and Cardi deleted this video because she was caught stalking Nicki, and she probably felt embarrassed by that. And that wasn't the only time she was caught slipping. Recently, she was called out by the barbs again for keeping tabs on Nicki Minaj. Now, a barb took a screen recording of Cardi B following Nicki Minaj topics on Twitter. Cardi doesn't even follow herself, but she follows topics about Nicki. That to me is very, very weird and obsessive. Nicki has literally been MIA from social media for months. She hasn't made a post or a tweet in months. And the fact that Cardi is keeping tabs on her and her fans is just odd to me. It's very, very odd. There's clearly an obsession there. She wants to see what's going on with Nicki, and I think she low-key wants to look like her too. I think Nicki will always be somewhere in the back of Cardi's mind because of how things transpired between them. And the whole drama with Nicki will continue to haunt her throughout her career. This is why she's still arguing with Nicki's fans almost 3 years after their beef. The Neighborhood Talk took a screenshot of Rap Alert responding to Cardi and said, "Please don't play dumb and act like you don't be baiting them with Nicki subtweets as well. You need to address Nicki directly with whatever issues you have with her instead of constantly responding to her fans. It gets old and it isn't good for your own mental." And Cardi responded and said, "No, you'll want me to address her because you'll want me to still care about something that happened 3 years ago. I don't sub. I don't do none of that negative stuff. What I'm not going to allow is people constantly harassing, camping, lying, then expect me to be quiet." I think she meant be quiet. What? So Cardi tried to flip it and make it seem like fans are triggering her to respond, but Cardi is the one paying attention to these fans. She's the one giving them energy and following what they are doing. She's following what Nicki is doing, and Nicki hasn't been on social media in months. It's getting weird. It's just getting weird. Cardi definitely has an obsession, a serious obsession. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.